writing and reporting about maps for more than half a decade now. I think any conversation about making maps for mass consumption would be incomplete if we don't talk about viral cartography. I mean, of course, when you think about viral content, maps are not the first thing that comes to mind. And yet, it's not uncommon to see maps of all shapes and sizes dominating social media conversations about various issues as well as non issues. So, I'm going to take you back to our first presenter's first showcase project, the Australian bushfires, but from the point of view of virality. In January, when the new year had just started, and we were all kind of convinced that these forest fires were going to be the worst thing that could happen in 2020, artist Anthony Hersey pulled satellite data about fires from NASA and created a 3D rendering of all the fires that had been detected in a 1 month period. It was a compilation, and people mistook that graphic to be that of a recent satellite photo showing the live extent of the fire. Rihanna put out a tweet with that visualization, and it just blew up, almost 77,000 retweets. News organizations had to step in and clarify what the graphic actually represented. But that's just one example of a trending map. Virtually anything interesting could make up for the content of a viral map, if done correctly. Like a map of the nearly 5 million census blocks in the United States where no one lives, or a modern day heat map of the travel times from London to every airport around the world, which uses a map from 1914 as its base, a remix, if you will. It could even be a subway style map showing the roads of the Roman Empire, one that would go on to become so popular that its 20-year-old creator would be bombarded with requests to make another version, this time focusing exclusively on Britain. And that's what you see on the right side of the screen. But what is it that makes a map click with its audience? And it's not just me who is interested in that question. Researchers and cartographers alike are trying to decode the mystery. And no, nobody has stumbled upon a fixed formula using which you would be able to craft viral maps intentionally. But case study examples have shown that there are certain elements that can be associated with maps that are shared widely on social media or, depending upon their content, via news organizations as well. Take the absence of complication, for example. Like all good maps, viral maps are easy to understand. It shouldn't take anyone more than a few seconds to get what the map is talking about. Like the one on your screen that shows you just how densely populated India is. A map could also go viral if it answers the question of interest for a diverse group of people. When a river ecologist decided to bathe the river basins of South Africa in this colorful palette, she didn't know it was going to go viral. But South Africans told her how they wished they had access to this map when they were in high school. And you have to admit, maps like this would have made geography even more fun. Such a catchy visual. And that's why we say that aesthetics play a very important role in making a map appeal to the masses. On your screen is a topographic map of Iceland. You know, when you think about Iceland, you think icy whites or cold blues, not these deep reds that show the lowest elevations or the bright yellows that show the highest. Such an awesome map. Okay, what's next? Emotional resonance. It doesn't matter if it's awe or surprise or joy or fear or anger. If a map is able to elicit an emotional response from you, chances are you would want to share it with your friends or colleagues. Like the map here that divides Russia according to which country is nearest to any particular point within the country as the crow flies. And you only have to go to Reddit to see some of the responses to this map to understand the importance of emotional resonance. Like this Norwegian guy who just found out that there is only one country that separates Norway from North Korea. Yep, look at the bottom right of your screens. Moving on to my favorite element in a viral map, humor. This map here, of course, is a pointed critique that many maps that get shared on social media are just fluff rather than substance. But a little lightheartedness goes a long way to exorcise stress and connect us to each other, especially in these challenging times. And speaking of the current times, timing can also play a crucial role in making a map viral. This map here was released by a statistical news website just as the 2016 presidential election was heating up. It's a projection map that gives you a view into a potential future if only women voted. Not only has this map been viewed and shared millions of times on social media, but it also checks the box for the argument that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. A research by Penn State geographer Anthony Robinson found that this map spawned a series of copycat maps, many of which also went viral, such as what if only people of color voted? What if only goats voted? Silly but true. Robinson found more than 500 such maps on the internet. And in the context of our battle with fake news, this is a very dangerous thing. Because when a map conveys more validity than it deserves, it becomes very easy to fabricate the truth. We all know how realistic these auto-generated videos called deepfake seems. This perception that maps only show what's there is wrong. Maps help to create perceptions and can shape people's future actions, which is why it is more important now than ever to understand where a map has originated. In an ideal world, people would question map accuracy or introspect the intentions behind a map. But hopefully, technology will soon be able to make up for the lack of skepticism among people. We have machine learning image detection algorithms like those from Google Cloud Vision that can be used to trace the provenance of viral maps and see how they spread online. But until that happens, it is our job to make sure that we and those around us map responsibly.